Hi, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. I'd like to give double honors to the Apostle Elders of the Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that sees word in our true faith and sincerity. And he has a day, it's like today, I just want to get into a lesson on how all hell gonna break loose, man. And we pretty much is at that point now where, anytime, at any place, you know, at any hour, something happen, man. This is how feeble the structure of this Edomite power structure is, man. Is actually matter of fact. Let's see. Let's get this in Isaiah 36. This is Isaiah 36. It said, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt." See, as you can see, the staff it represents power and strength. But it said it was is this broken reed. So this is a broken system, man. This is something that you can't lean on. This is something that you can't trust in, man. Because it's all the way to the point now where these elite bankers, these head bankers, these Edomites, they trying to do the big reset. They trying to bring everything back to the east now, man. They understand America has ran its course, so they trying to do the big reset. So you got people that's leaning on this broken reed on Egypt. He said, "Well, if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him." So this place has been reduced to you getting a chip, man. That's what all is gonna be reduced to. You getting a microchip just to, ain't no telling how long it's gonna be to you know, when that time comes, when that chip get mandated. Hey, the mills could come the next week. It can come the next month, the next 3 months. But just to have that temporary, so-called temporary comfort, because you really ain't gonna even be comforted, man. But at the end of the day, this place is broken, man. This structure is broken, man. This whole system is fucking broken down, man. And these Americans, they've been living so comfortably. Take it in Revelation 18 chapter, they live deliciously. It's gonna be a point in time where this place is gonna be tormented, man. When all hell break loose, when that famine is gonna hit. Matter of fact, let's go to Revelation 18 since I said something. Revelation the 18th chapter. And let's see. Matter of fact, I started at 7. Revelation 18:7 said, "How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her." See? So this is not going to be a swift death this place is going to suffer, man. As you see now, this place is dying a horrible death. And it's going to always trickle down to the people, man. By the way, like I said, the famine, the pestilence, these different race wars and food wars and class wars, man. That's how this place is going to be tormented, because it's going to trickle down all the way to the people, man. So it says, "So much torment and sorrow give her, for she said in her heart, I said a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow." See? So you got people that still believe that America can bounce back, man. And that's why they're gonna trust in that broken reed. They're gonna be reduced to getting a chip, man. Out of all the time, this place supposed to be so great, but you've been reduced to taking a chip, man. But the American people just believe that this place is gonna continue on, man. These so-called Americans, these Babylonians, they got in their mind that this place is gonna continue, man. Especially these Joseph's past, a lot of their parent, their grandfather, whatever, was in World War II. They take pride in this country, man. But you got these elites saying, "Hey, this place already ran its course. They already sucked this place dry, man." And we want to see that ain't no love for America no more, man. That this place ain't being watered no more, man. Verse 8, it said, "Therefore she shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine." See? "And she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her." See? So that's the order that is coming in, man. Death, mourning, and famine. And then the icing on the cake is the destruction, man. You know, it's that discretion, man. But these are the things that's coming to this place, man. And at any time, it can happen, man. You know, at any time they can kick in your door and say you gotta take, we got the vaccine ready, you better take it or we blowing your head off. It's gonna be some, hey, it's already on that list on who you gonna kill, man. It's already is that list that what I think is that blacklist. Well, ain't no rehabilitating, just kill them, man. You know, and a lot of people gonna fall apart. Why? Because they weren't prepared, man. They weren't anticipating that, man. They thinking that America was gonna go on forever, man. Not knowing that all hell finna break loose pretty soon, man. You know, matter of fact, let's get this in St. Luke 21. I start at 25. It said, and there should be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth the stress of nations. See? Don't you see all these nations is in distress, man? You know, it's high tensions of war. You know, these even throughout these other countries is riots going on throughout these other countries, man. You know, it said with perplexity, and that's confusing, man. That's confusing, man. And how much more confusion gonna be in Babylon the Great, the land of confusion, man. The city of confusion itself, the source of confusion, man. How much confusion gonna be here when everything get out of hand, man? When there ain't gonna be no more running water. When you can't come home and turn your AC on to 72 degrees, man. You know, oh, well, it's finna get cold. Well, you can't turn your heater on, man. You know? See, it's finna get crazy out here, man. It says, and upon the earth the stress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. See? And that's what we see now. The so-called white man is roaring, man. By the way, if his laws and legislation, he comes up all these having all these ideas, you know, he continuing to move. Why? Because he know he's falling out of power. He's doing everything in his power to, you know, stay in there. That's why he's ruined. He's trying to get on to that other side. You know. Said though they tell you in Jeremiah the 5th chapter, they said though they roar, but they ain't gonna be able to pass over it, man. So this man doing everything, he's trying to gather all this momentum to forward his agenda, but it's not gonna work, man. And you're gonna see it that this man is the devil himself. Like everybody gonna see this man for what he is if you don't see him now, man. You know, even these other Edomites are catching on to these the ones who really in power. You know, these elite bankers, they catching on to him, man. But the ones that's not, they're gonna have to learn the hard way, man. And like Tignon said, men's heart failing them for fear. See? So how is that gonna happen, man? By the way of them kicking in your door. By the way of them saying there's a famine here, man. Oh, when the lights come off, cut off. When the newly created beasts, see that the newly created beast is coming, man. Well, they here. Just for this scene in the movie. All this time you've been hearing all these rumors about chupacabras and Bigfoots, whatever. Guess what? You finna see them, man. You know? Tell you that Wisdom Psalm the 17th chapter, man. So it said, men's heart filling them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. See? And yeah, these devils have been shaken up, man. What it said, matter of fact, let's get some real quick. Because it said they heart's going to fail them for fear, man. Meaning what, they're going to fall apart, man. That's what's going to happen. You're going to see a lot of people falling apart, man, that day. This is Jeremiah 30:5. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. See? This is the only message. You know, this is the same time. The days of Noah, man. What else can we tell you, man? You know? We in the days of Noah. So what was the days of Noah? It was nothing but trembling and fear, man. Mass death is coming on the planet. That's that same message, man. We saying Yahweh, and it's Yahweh Shem outside that's gonna do it, and he's gonna do it through Esau in other ways. Through Esau, like I said, by the by the way of the sword, you know, these different mechanical weapons that this man has. By the way of the drones, these mechanical dogs, you know, these different torture devices, the guillotine. You know, these newly created beasts. You know, the famine. See, the Lord, hey man, Yahweh Shema Shai is the master of death, man. It says he is him that belongs to the issue of death. See, back then, you know, it was a limited ways to put people to death back then. You know, you had like different torture devices, but now people die. You can die in a car accident now. You know, you can a light pole can fall on your head. You know, you can be electrocuted. See, the Lord, hey, we in that time where death. That's why you got it was a TV show called A Thousand Ways to Die, man. In this time now, everything can kill you, man. You know? So that's the message that we bring forth. And this is Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is doing it, man. Verse 6 says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth with travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. See? So you got a big mighty man. He's probably a nose tackle for the Lions. But guess what? When them troops kick in his door, you know, and butt him in the nose, man, then he's gonna fall apart, man. You know, you got a lot of these like these guys in the NBA, they already soft. You know, how much more they gonna act when they you know, when they get thrown these concentration camps, man. See, they ain't gonna be able to use that face card then, cause these other nations, you know, these NATO troops coming in, they don't know how to speak a lick of English, man. You know, if the only thing they got one order. If they resist, kill them, man. That's the time we in, man. You know, and they said all faces turn into paleness, meaning they gonna just like that. You gonna watch Scooby Doo when that ghost come around the corner, they turn all white, man. Well, that's what's gonna happen to these people, man. You know why? Because they just did never think that America would ever face some type of. You know, they always had sit on third world countries and this and that. Well, guess what? This place is a third world country. They just don't know it yet, man. You know, but that's what that great confusion. That great confusion gonna come because you don't know that Trump got 100,000 troops, you know, ready to be deployed right now, man. But they don't see that. They see LeBron going to the finals, man. But that's what that great confusion. That's why I say you're gonna turn pale, man. You're gonna fall apart in that day, man. Let's see, 2nd Ezra 16, and I started 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, and that's what it all sum up is. It's evil, it's bad times, man. And it's not just one thing that's just gonna take the center stage, like just the famine or just the sword. No, all these things gonna go on at the same time, man. See, this how bad it's gonna get, man. You know, we hear bits and pieces like, oh, there's a famine going on here, or it's a riot going over there. Somebody got killed right here, and they locked down this city. Well, guess what? It's gonna be like this in every city, man. And it's gonna be it's gonna be more than just one thing going on. Like you hear today about the famine, then tomorrow you hear about the no. All this is gonna be going on at the same time, man. Why you read Isaiah 47, it says it's gonna come in her perfection, man. It's gonna be in its fullness, man. You know, that's why the day of the Lord gonna be bad, because Yahushua gonna break all that up. It's gonna be all eyes on him. You know, it says the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And yeah, and the evil is waiting on these people that's slated for destruction, man. It said the end watching for thee, man. You know, so it's already a path the Lord set up. A certain day, a certain hour, a certain minute where all hell's gonna break loose, man. You know, where it's gonna be an end for that certain person that was gonna die in them concentration camps. It's gonna be an end for a certain person that's gonna die in that famine, man. You know, it said, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. See, if we see bits and pieces of it now, but it's like a whipping to get you right, man. You know, it says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourge. Yeah, now nigga eating a Travis Scott burger from McDonald's and watching the playoffs, man. Out of all this shit going on, nigga, waiting on the Mac real, man. That's why the hell coming to him. That's why I said, continue on to behold, visuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case. See? And then shall evils grow upon earth. See? And we see it growing, man. See, at any time the water can break, man. You know, at any time the water can break, man. See, this evil has been marinating this whole time, man. This evil been marinating the whole time. It says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. See? For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So guess what? A lot of people gonna die, man, at the end of the day. You know. And that's what we coming into. This, this is and the Lord perfect, man. He bad, man. Because all these people dying is actually gonna help the planet Earth out, man. You know. It's gonna actually help the planet Earth out, man. Even with these mills, that's why I said the Earth is clean dissolved, man. So this is well needed, man. You know, this is well needed. But the point is that all hell is gonna break loose, man. And we in that time. It can happen any time, man. You miss 2 hours of news, you just miss a whole bunch of, you know what I mean? That's part of the evils that's growing, man. You miss a couple of laws and legislation that was just being passed. Those evils growing, man. And we in a time, like I said, this water can break at any time, man. You know, so yeah, I might just hold to edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle elders, great mules to home. Shalom to the elect that you were in all true faith and sincerity. DTA, above the ball.